Welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 15, and we're going to continue the review we did of the second round of 2021's LEGO Ideas. And we're on number 19, if you're following along in the blog, which is Airport Fire Truck Rosenbauer Panther 8x8. And that was a mouthful. But anyway, I haven't said hello to Ian, so Ian's here.
Hello.
And I'm here.
Glad you remembered me.
Yeah, I can see you.
Can you?
They can't, but I can.
Okay.
You're looking very lovely today.
Thank you.
Right, what do we think of number 19? What is it? It's a fire truck. Doesn't look like a fire truck to me. Is it an American
airport
thing?
Fire truck.
Oh, an airport fire truck. Okay.
I'm guessing German from
Based on the name.
fact that on the side.
Flughafen Sitten. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Is that good?
That's how you
German?
can say it.
That's how I don't like it. It's not like a building, so I don't like it.
No.
You don't like it either. Do you think it looks like what it's meant to look like?
Probably. It's too big. Doesn't work in a city. Doesn't look like something I'd ever want to have on display. So, no.
LEGO Idea's going to back it? No.
Doubt it.
Okay, number 20. This is the traditional German cottage. It's kind of pretty. It's got like waffly roofs. I don't know, I'm looking at that and all I can see is waffles.
Okay.
I think it's the colour. It's kind of like a medium tan, dark, medium nougat.
Medium nougat, I think.
Even.
Or nugget.
It's got interesting like levels to it. So you've got like the bottom level, which is kind of made of stone. But then you've got like cladding as well on the other levels. And you've got a rounded window. You've got, I mean, the levels don't seem to match up. The second floor has got two sort of tiers to it. You see this window is higher than the other one.
Well, so I guess you'd imagine that
here and it's like,
you've got like the stone bit for the ground floor, and then a cottage was built on top of that, and then you've got like extensions that come on the side.
So it's an interesting looking building.
Yeah.
It's got some really nice sort of greenery to add. Like, a little car as well, which I think is quite sweet. It's kind of a bit like a Beetle, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's a German car.
VW. I mean, they are.
Well, they are a German car. Should have known that. It's got like Robin Hood's head, like two minifigures. So they're both from like the CMF series. The pretzel seller. She has like little pigtails, and then Robin Hood's head with like a what's that? Lederhosen. Bottom half. I like it. I'd have it. I don't know whether LEGO Ideas will back it. It's got... The cladding seems very medieval blacksmith technique. So it's just... It looks quite large as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit neatly on a base plate. It's got lots of protrusions out. But I think that gives it some character.
Yeah.
But is it too modular-y? It's not a modular.
It's not a modular. It's clearly not. But...
Is it open back? No, it's fully enclosed. Or is it? Seems fully enclosed.
Yeah.
Looks interesting inside as well. And there's a tree. On the main picture, the tree's hidden. I like it. I want it. I don't see it getting through.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it getting through.
21. Outer Solar System Explorers. So these look like satellites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different satellites. And
satellites or probes.
They are spacey looking.
Yeah. The
colour palette's a bit dull and boring, but I'm guessing that's the colour palette that you have for space probes. You probably don't put garish purple ones.
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't like it. I have no need for it.
Does anyone ever have a need for Lego?
Yeah, well, as in my needs of Lego. So I make a Lego city, so therefore I don't need these in my city. That's what I mean. I could see Tom liking it. Our friend Tom likes spacey stuff.
Yep, there were a lot of people interested in space, obviously, and Lego do a lot of space themes. A lot of them come from ideas.
I think also the fact that there's so many different ones in the box kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's got
potential, I think.
Yeah, I really don't like it.
No.
So, number 22, Knight Rider, Kit and the Flag Mobile Command Unit.
Yeah.
So Kit's the car, right?
Yes.
Is that where you get Kit car from? No. I'm just joking. I know there's a kit to make a car. What's the name of that? Westerham? Caterham.
They are famously a kit car, yeah.
So you got 4 minifigures. I'm going to guess that's... What's his face? Who's in this? Don't tell me. Who's the guy in Knight Rider? What's his face?
Michael Knight is the character name.
Yeah, no, but who played him? Is it the Hoff?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember the name for the Hoff. Okay, and some people, and then a really big like articulated lorry.
Yeah.
Is that what that's called?
Really HGV.
Heavy goods vehicle. with a...
That's the Knight logo.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. I think if you like Knight Rider, but isn't Knight Rider really old now?
Yes.
Do you have enough of a fan base that would want this?
I don't know.
You know nothing.
Maybe not. And as you say, it's quite an old show. It was a good show, but it didn't hit the same levels as a lot of the other shows around the same era, I don't feel.
Such as?
Magnum.
Carry on.
Yeah, and then you've got the slightly older ones of like MASH.
Okay, I've put Magnum's theme tune in my head. Yeah. MASH? What's MASH?
You never watched MASH?
Don't think so.
I say MASH was older.
Okay.
It was
porridge.
American military one.
Oh, okay, that's not the same thing.
Yeah. No.
It's just like TV programs based on food stuff. Okay, I don't think it's going to get through.
No.
You seemed unsure.
No, I don't think it will.
23. John's Medieval Watermill. Well, that's nice for John. Why is it John's? So this looks very much like the medieval blacksmith.
It looks so similar to the medieval
with a water wheel, obviously, because it's a watermill. Similar sort of extended roof over like wooden supports. Are set apart from the building. The colour palette, it's kind of got that bright orange, is that? It's not nice.
Is it? The yellowish orange.
Yeah. There's some interesting like elements to the roof, but again, that's what they had with the medieval blacksmith, and that didn't come through into the finished product, really. So I don't know. I quite like the reeds. They've got some reed techniques down there, or rushes or whatever it is. They look interesting, but yeah. It's not going to get through, surely. It's too similar.
Yeah, I think it's too similar. And I don't know if that's just bad luck.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That this one, I don't know how long ago this was submitted. It could have been... I think I checked and it's not the same guy who did the blacksmith. Because I was wondering that when first looking at it. But
I mean, this seems quite similar to the end result blacksmith that we got. Is it also similar to the submission? Yeah, no, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think
the roof is kind of in between the blacksmith's. The original submission for the blacksmith, there was no chance of them doing.
Yeah.
This looks a little bit more possible.
It's slightly less detailed greebling. Greebling! Yeah. Sorry, I haven't said greebling for ages. I think also, if you're going to design a build to be medieval or something, then you are doing it based on what it looked like. Therefore, they will all look similar. So it's not like they've copied the other people.
Medieval architecture spans such a large area and a large time frame, so there's lots of different examples that would all be classed as medieval that look very different.
Yeah, but it's possible for you both to be looking at the same sort of source material when you're designing. So you're not copying.
And I wonder if there's
the other person.
Kind of, not like the most common architecture, but one that is stereotypical and the one that gets picked up, and that's the one that people then copy.
Yeah, so that's why you get similarity. Right, 24, Jaws. Doo-dum. 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 That shark looks like the shark that they've already released. We have that in our city. Pretty similar.
It's slightly bigger.
I think it's got a better mouth because it seems that the jaw seems stubbier than the one that they've released, which I think is actually more realistic.
Yeah.
The one we have in our city opens its mouth a bit too much.
Right.
It's the right sort of colouring as well for the film. And then you've obviously got the boat as well.
Yeah.
People will like
this.
The
thing is, as I said, that is bigger than the Lego Creator one. And the Lego Creator one...
It's still quite large.
Based on scale, is bigger than any shark that has ever been seen in the wild.
Uber shark.
So once you get an even bigger shark like that, it gets a bit ridiculous. But then Jaws was meant to be stupidly large, so maybe, I don't know.
How accurate is that boat to the film? Because I think
it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'd say it looks fairly plausible that could be a good imitation of it.
I didn't watch Jaws as a kid.
Did you not?
No. I think I saw parts and hid behind a cushion and then just left the room.
Okay.
But I think this has potential because people like Jaws.
Yes. However, the age rating on Jaws...
Oh, so you think it's too high?
I don't know.
Doo-dum.
But then they let the submission in.
Yeah.
So they've said that you can submit Jaws-based ideas. Now everything goes out as an 18 plus.
Everything. Literally.
Regardless of what it is.
So I think that one's got potential.
Yeah.
I don't want it. but it's got potential. Number 25, basement and sewerage. Well, this is the most entertaining thing ever.
Yeah.
It's essentially a cutaway of an underground sewer.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming you've also got a basement.
Yeah.
So you can see, so in the submission picture you can see the sewer side, but I'm gonna guess there's a basement.
Otherwise, why would it?
Yeah.
We don't have basements really here in the UK, so I mean they've got 4 different rooms and then a secret bit and a corridor and another secret bit. It looks interesting. Janitor's room. Let's say janitor's room, a mechanical room, a compartment A, a compartment B. I just don't see where I'd need it in my city.
But then you see a lot of people who have cities where this would work.
Yeah, because you have that lower level.
Because they've got that gap underneath, so you could stick your modular on top of this. You've got that automatic basement bit that you can then expose.
But how do you get to the basement part? Because we're looking right now at the sewer.
Yeah.
So I can see the point of the sewer part.
But the basement bit would be completely covered.
Yeah, the same way that people add like underground stations to their city. Because you do a cutaway, you look at the station. But the bit behind the station, you're not going to see.
Yes.
So you don't do that bit.
I suppose you could try and make it so that you could lift the whole modular off.
Yeah.
To do it. But, yeah, then you're having to rebuild how that works.
This rock piece looks interesting.
It's a nice rock piece.
We should get some of these.
I feel we might have some.
Okay. But yeah, the colours aren't all that interesting. I don't think Lego Ideas are going to go for it.
No.
Number 26, Carl's house. So this is the house from Up. I haven't seen it Up for a while, but it looks vaguely correct to me.
Yeah.
It's a very colourful house. Typical sort of American house with like big porch.
Yep.
Big garden around, picket fence and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think typical American houses are these colours.
No.
So it's a bit garish. And then it's obviously got the big balloon pieces. I'm not sure how they've done that. Or the big... It's a balloon full of balloons. Is that what it is?
Well, so I think this is the bit where they release the balloons.
Ah, okay.
So it's basically... Is it big sheets or something that come off to release the balloons? So you've only got it partially off at the moment. So you've only got some balloons shown.
Yeah. It's a nice thing, but I don't see it going anywhere. But then, it's Disney, right?
Yeah.
Or is it Pixar? It's Disney Pixar. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's nice,
but our idea is going to go for it.
Maybe. Obviously, they can get Disney licenses fairly easily.
Yeah. And everyone knows the house from Up. Even if you haven't seen the film, you know the house from Up.
But I feel when you view the house from Up, you expect it to have a lot of balloons above it. This is like, 30 seconds too early in the film.
Do you think that that's just one view?
No, I'm pretty sure when I was looking through the pictures that...
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, it doesn't open up to reveal any more.
Yeah, you'd want more balloons. Okay.
But of course Lego could choose it and then do that.
That's true.
So,
they can always update things.
Yeah.
Put their own spin. So it's a possibility. Do we want it though?
I don't know.
I probably will want it when I see it. They've put the little pins as if it should connect to a modular.
Yeah.
So they are hopeful. Right, number 27. So this is Nyhavn, which also looks like Nyhavn. It's a place in Copenhagen.
Yeah. So it's micro scale.
It's colourful. It's essentially that group of houses on the docks that are colourful from Denmark. And it is micro scale. I didn't even notice that. It's disappointing then. I don't want it.
Okay.
I like it though.
It's quite a nice micro scale boat.
Yeah. That boat reminds me of the one that was in the Ideas in Invitational, like a fishing boat. But
yeah,
I'm disappointed. We went to Copenhagen, and I'm disappointed we didn't go and see this.
Okay.
I'm confused why we didn't. I'm guessing because
it was a thunderstorm.
Yeah, it was really wet.
So most of it hiding in a cafe.
Maybe it's nowhere near where we actually docked. So I'll look it up in a minute, and we'll find out why we didn't go.
Okay.
But that's not for the podcast. Although we recommend buying Lego when you're in Denmark. And avoiding thunderstorms. Right, number 20.
We were drenched.
Oh, actually, we were so wet. It was ridiculous. We just randomly went into a cafe. And...
Well, it just started raining, and we just went into the nearest cafe we could find, and just sat there dripping. It was...
Yeah, you were literally... Because I had a hood, whereas you were literally just... sat eating your food, dripping. Yeah. It was really funny. You were like, why did you make me get off the boat? It was totally worth it. So do we think Lego would back that one? They're Danish.
I don't think so. They don't tend to do micro scale.
Yeah.
They do a couple of gift with purchase ones and stuff, but I can't think of them doing a full micro scale set.
Okay. Number 28, Minas Tirith. Minas Tirith? Is this something from Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Minas Tirith. Yeah. People want Lord of the Rings back, so people are going to want that. It looks to me like a building, but it's not. It's actually like a whole city.
Yeah.
The scale seems a bit wrong.
Yes.
It's not minifig scale at all. Look at that guy at the top of it. So it's like a fort, isn't it? Is it a fort?
Well, there's a walled city.
A walled city, yeah. And there's a guy right at the top, and he clearly can't go in that.
Concentric circles that rise up, slightly up to the peak.
So actually, the gates seem fine.
Yeah.
It's all, perspective is all wrong.
Yeah.
And there's some people outside here who are trying to fight them, I assume.
Yeah.
It looks like some catapults and things.
So yeah, I mean, you've got the catapult, which kind of looks okay scale-wise to the minifigures, but then you've got that, what's the name of that? It's like a big tower. So it's basically a tower on wheels that you push up so you can climb up over the walls.
Oh yeah, that's way higher than the walls.
And it's like twice the height of the walls.
Yeah.
So the scale's a bit off. Obviously this would kind of maybe coincide with Lord of the Rings coming onto TV. There's a TV series for next year.
Didn't know that.
But I don't know what that's actually about.
I'm assuming Lord of the Rings.
Well, yes, but Lord of the Rings is massive.
It is. I've seen it all.
So I don't know. So I don't know what the TV series focuses on.
I just think there's a lot of irritations in this build because it's not scaled right.
Yeah, the scale's off-putting to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for it.
No.
Looks a bit like a swirl. Will Lego Ideas go for it? I think not.
No, I don't think so.
Right, number 29, The Nanny. So this is a modular-looking building, which I'm guessing is based on a TV show that I've not seen.
I would guess that based on the number of minifigures they're showing. Yeah. That tends to imply, look, these are the people from the TV show.
Yeah. So this is quite similar to Brickwalk, which we had last week.
Yeah. The
sort of same sort of style of building, although they've got an extra floor in there. So this is more townhousey, I feel.
Yeah.
And you also have like a little bit of pathway. So it's modular. Yeah. It looks good. Is it Dollhouse?
Dollhouse, yeah.
It's not going to get through.
No.
Oh, unless The Nanny is way popular than I realise. But I don't know. Is it like a super nanny? But with an older type nanny?
I have no idea.
No, okay. We're not voting for it. Oh, wow, look at the one right next to it.
Yep.
30, the apartment. It's almost an exact copy.
So this is Bricky Brick's second one for this round.
Oh, yes, okay.
So we covered his first one last week.
Yeah, if you didn't hear us talk about that, he's done quite a lot. He even did Pirates of Barracuda Bay. He seems quite prolific in the ideas space. Yep. I like how he's got the backdrop of the modulars in his picture. Is that what he's got? It does seem... That looks like,
yeah.
Or maybe his own modulars. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very similar style to the previous one, The Nanny, but not modular. It's got like a cafe at the bottom, some balconies.
I think it is modular.
Sorry, it's not Dollhouse. That's what I meant to say. It's modular as opposed to Dollhouse from last time. I'd buy it. I'd put it in my city. It looks lovely. It's a modular.
Yeah.
So moving on. 31, The Medieval Fortress. Brackets Castle.
I'm not sure why it needed the brackets.
Well, this is the thing. The one last week we talked about the Imperial Fort. I went, it's a castle. You said it's a fort. And this one, it's a fortress castle. So I can call this one castle because they've agreed with me. It's pretty. It looks nice. Is it the right sort of scale? I don't know. It looks minifigure scale. How big is it?
Does it?
Well, no, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a confusing scale.
Yeah. Why have they not put a minifigure with it? How can I tell?
I think it is technically minifigure scale, but it looks like it would be on the small side for them. There's
quite a lot of elements. So you've got like the 4 turrets, and then, well, there's more than 4, isn't there? Well, 5 turrets.
Yeah.
It's fortressy. You've got like a little cabiny bit, woodeny bit.
Yeah. So then it's all raised up on what is presumably
with city foundations
or like mountain or something. So you've then got
a lot of rocky pieces. You've got a water wheel, a couple of trees. It looks nice, but It's castle.
Yeah, I can't
We've
see.
just had a castle.
Yeah.
It's not going to get through.
And we might be getting another castle.
Are we?
Yeah, the anniversary set might be a castle.
Oh, good. Or maybe not good, I don't know. 32, House of Time. This is a cuckoo clock.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is quite cool.
I want this. I want this on my wall.
Okay.
It's like a Swedish chalet type thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what you expect from cuckoo clocks.
Yeah.
Are they a Swedish thing? Do I mean Swedish? Yeah. Swiss. What's a Swedish chalet?
It's got more hot tubs.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, it's like Swiss.
Yeah.
It's nice. It looks like standalone. It would be good too if it wasn't a clock. It makes a nice building, but I think it's designed to be a clock.
Yeah.
And I'd happily display that in my house. Unless it made a lot of annoying noise, then I would smash it.
I'm assuming it's not a working clock.
It's got a clock piece in it.
But deliberately accelerated.
Oh, okay. So it's not a useful clock.
No.
But it's motorised. It makes like a little thing go round the bottom, like a little train. Yeah, interesting, but less cool if it's not a clock. Do you not think?
Yeah, but Lego could make it into a clock.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, 33, the A-Team van and crew. Do, do, do. Boom, boom, boom. Is that the A-Team?
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Boom, boom, boom. Should I do this? I should stop singing.
You can if you want.
I like B.A. Baracus. He looks pretty cool. I just don't think it's all that exciting. It's just essentially the A-Team's van and crew. I don't even need to describe this to you. If you know what they look like, then it looks like that.
It's 8 studs wide?
2, 4, 6, 8, yeah.
It's in the same scale as Speed Champs, which you can kind of work in a Lego city. It's a little on the big side, but then it's a van.
It does look quite big.
You could have... Vans do tend to be quite big.
I don't particularly care to have it.
No.
The A-Team wasn't all that exciting. Apart from the theme tune. The theme tune's amazing. Do, 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 do. No, that's Magnum again. Whoops. That's the better theme tune. Okay, the last one, number 34, log cabin. Wow, that looks nice. It's essentially a log cabin. I've had a create a 3-in-1 one that was significantly smaller than that. Quite a lot of prints for like the ends of the logs, which I quite like. The roof is highly greebled. There's 2 trees which are using like the plant stems techniques, so they're kind of like pine tree-ish looking. Yeah. You've got a little river, little path, quite a lot of reeds, guy in a canoe. It's a well thought out piece. Looks really nice. But will Lego back it?
So this compared to the A-frame cabin that we looked at last week.
Yes.
Which one's better?
This one.
You prefer this one? Okay.
I think so. I don't know. Which do you think?
I don't know. I think maybe the A-frame one, it had that kind of stone base layer with then the cabin on top of it. It had the better trees.
I think it just looked too big for a cabin. I don't know, maybe it's just my eyes. That looks really large.
Maybe it's your definition of a cabin.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
This one looks like just a small place you'd go.
Yeah, and this is obviously just
one person in the
a
woods.
Single room kind of cabin thing, whereas that one was a multi-story.
I think I always like it when they set the scene as well, when you've got all
this one does have better scenery.
The foliage and greenery. It's a bit dark though. I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'd pick between them. I want them both. I always want them both. So that's the last one.
Okay. So out of them, which is your favourite?
My favourites are always going to be the buildings. So the costume store, brick walk, not the nanny one, the other one. The
apartment.
Yeah. Which of those 3? I think it's the costume store. I think I like the colouring in the costume store. And the fact that it's not one big blocky building, it's got a section sort of set back. I think it gives a good bit of variety. I think that's my favourite. But then I like quite a lot of them.
Okay.
But there's also quite a lot that I don't like. So,
if you had to pick one that you think Lego will choose, which one would you go with?
As in, you'd give me money if I got it right?
Sure.
I want to say Jaws. Maybe not.
Not GameStop.
Definitely not GameStop. I'm going to say Jaws.
Okay.
Just because I think, or maybe the clock, maybe the cuckoo clock, because it's different. Oh, I've got to pick one.
Yeah.
I'm going cuckoo clock.
Okay.
Okay, same for you. Which is your favourite?
I'm not sure which my favourite is.
Because you've got so many, or because you don't like any of them?
I like them, but not that much. I don't know, I'm really struggling with this one. Yeah, because I like the medieval water wheel one, but it's too similar to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get it, I don't think. Both cabins are quite good. Medieval harbour I like, but do I like it enough?
You gotta pick one.
Maybe the mini golf.
Yeah, I was gonna.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's and based on that, I think we'll go with the mini golf.
And which do you think Lego will back? And I won't give you money because I don't have any.
Okay.
But you can give yourself money.
You've gone for the cuckoo clock, so I can't go with that one.
Oh, were you going to go for the cuckoo clock?
I think it's got to be up there. I think the
Shack.
The beach hut one would be good if they do another one as well.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking actually most of the ones that I think they might go with are small on this one. I think because you got the women in computing, which I think
it's got potential because it's a similar theme.
Yeah, it plays to Lego trying to make a push for diversity in sets.
Yeah.
I think it's a good one from a kind of promoting women in STEM.
Yeah. You got to pick one.
Let's go
Lego.
No, I'm going to go with the mini golf.
Mini golf. Okay, so you're saying it's your favourite.
Pick the mini golf one.
And you want that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
It's not going to happen.
We don't find out until early 2022, so we will have to wait and see. And hopefully soon we will be able to talk about the first review from 2021.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Mm.
That had a mammoth 57 projects in, so that'll be at least 10 podcasts. Right, if you've liked us talking about this, let us know so that we can do it again next time. If not, we will not repeat this, although we find it fun to do, so
yeah,
we might still do it. If you're listening on YouTube, then comment below and let us know what you liked about the second half of the reviews. Which set was your favourite, and which do you think Lego are going to pick? If you're listening elsewhere, let us know the same things, but via Instagram, because we want to hear what you think. And as always, don't forget to subscribe wherever it is that you're listening, and come back next week for another podcast. Bye!
Bye.